We are on our last day of studying the word part bio. So if you have not yet, I want you to go open up your document so that you can follow along as we go. At the top, you should have the meaning of bio, which means life. We've talked about antibiotic, which is a noun, and it is a medicine that helps kill bacteria that try to take our life away. So an antibiotic is a type of medicine that helps us kill bacteria. Autobiography is a story about a person's life written by that person's, by himself or herself. So that's where the auto comes in. Versus a biography is a story written about someone's life written by somebody else. We talked about biologist and biology, very similar. That suffix ending is the thing that's going to change the meaning. A biologist is a person who studies life, versus biology is the science of the study of life. Biopsy is taking tissue and studying it to see what it is, if it's harmful or helpful. We've talked about biopsies are done when we're looking to see if something is cancerous, is it malignant, or is it benign. Biosphere was the layer, the atmosphere of the layer of Earth where life can exist, and that's the layer that we live in the biosphere. And the last one we did yesterday was Macrobiotic Diet, and that is a diet that is helping to prolong life based on different requirements of what you're supposed to eat. So keto is one example of a macrobiotic diet. So now you're going to make sure that you have your computer set up with a split screen so that you can type on your document while you're going through the presentation with me. Okay, so our next word today is neurobiology. Neurobiology, which is a noun, and you are typing that on your document. Neurobiology has the root in there, bio. Has the prefix neur, N-E-U-R, which means nerve. And then we have ology, another meaning for study of, or another root that means, or suffix meaning study of. So now you're going to make your guess. You need to have nerve and life and study of all within that definition. So it might be the study of nerve life or having the nerve to study life. What it actually means is the study of the nervous system of living things and how it helps the living things learn and react. So neurobiology is studying your nerves in your body and how we think when you get burned, how you react to that. There are disorders where people have no feeling, and so neurobiology is very interesting there. People who don't know when they've broken a bone or when they have been burned. So there's a very interesting branch of neurobiology that would study disorders like that. Some related words, apology and zoology. And then you're going to pause the screencast and try to write your own sentence. So neurobiology, again, is studying nerves, the study of nervous system. And if you want to, again, you can always go Google neurobiology and learn a little bit more about it and use that to help you when you're writing your sentence. When you have your sentence done, go to the next word and our last word, actually. So it's symbiosis. Symbiosis is a noun. You are typing your word on your document. And we've got bio means life. Sym, S-Y-M, means together. And sis, which means action. So you're going to make your guess of a definition, and it should have something to do with together, life, and action. So it might be the action of putting life together, or the action of living together, or the action of together life. You decide what you want your guess to be. What it actually means is how two different living organisms live together and depend on each other. So symbiosis is really cool to see in like the natural world when you look at nature shows. I think rhinos have a certain bird that live on them that, I don't know if it eats the lice or the bugs that fly around them, and then the rhino protects the birds from their natural predators. So they work together. They depend on each other for life. The clownfish and the sea anemone is another example. I'm thinking of another one. Oh, sharks, and there's some kind of little sucker fish that live around sharks that, I don't know, eat the bacteria in their mouths or something. But symbiosis is a very natural process in our world where two animals learn to depend on each other to survive. Again, if you're curious about it, go Google a video about symbiosis and you can probably find lots of other examples. So, some related words for symbiosis, and again, just pick the two that you think are most familiar to you that are going to help you remember it. Analysis, crisis, diagnosis, oasis, or symbolic. And then write your sentence. Now, before you are done today, this is your last sentence, you are going to click Turn In on your document in Google Classroom. That's how we know it's ready to be graded. If you do not click Turn In, we are going to assume it is not done and you will get a missing assignment. Now, you only turn that document in if all 10 sentences are done. And if you've checked those sentences, as Mrs. Breen has gone through and made sure that you made corrections to ensure that you get your best score. Your goal is to get a 10 out of 10. If you have any questions or you need any help, please ask, and I would be happy to open up your document with you and we can go through them together. Okay, but the most important thing here is when you are done, click Turn In or submit your assignment in Google Classroom so we know that it's done. And that is the end of this task for today. You'll be moving on to your next task after this.